Hello, welcome back to TubeTalk.
Welcome back, Doug. In the school holidays, what have you been up to?
Oh, nothing much. Just been at Omokoro.
Bit of trout fishing?
A bit of trout fishing in Taupo as well.
Yeah.
Didn't get anything, unfortunately, but it's okay.
No, it was good fun though. It was good fun.
Yeah.
What's been happening racing wise?
Well, we had 3 very good seconds last week.
Yeah, no winners, but some excellent seconds.
Atishi was second in the Group 2 Golden Pendant.
Yeah, so you can't really complain about a Group 2 second. She was really good. Finished off really strongly. Sets her up really, really well for her future races. She'll probably go to the King Charles III, which is a $5 million race next on the 14th of October. But she's come back super.
Alabama was second in the Group 3 Colin Stevens.
Yeah, he was. Just got, again, he got shuffled back towards the home turn. Then he got held up. He had to go back to the inside where there was inferior ground. Hit the front, and Joe Murray said he just sort of floated once he got to the front and just got nailed on the line. So it could easily have been a win. And yeah, he's flying. He backed up very well, and we'll talk a bit more about him later on.
And then GC was also second.
Yeah, really good second. Loomed up to win the race. Probably 1200, just a touch short for him, but shows how well he's come back. And I think he will head down now to Hawke's Bay, go 1400 metres on their big Group 1 day on the 14th of October.
And this weekend, on Friday at Te Rapa Race 6 is Margaret Jane.
Yeah, a lot of rain's going to affect a lot of our runners in New Zealand over the next few days, so we had Well I Never and quick preview in there, but they won't run. But Margaret Jean doesn't mind a wet track. She's got an awkward barrier draw, 14, it's out wide, so we just have to work out what we do with her, but stepping up to 2100 metres really suits, and I think we'll see a nice run from her.
Then on Saturday at Hawke's Bay Race 1, this is dramatic.
She's got to strike a heavy track. She scratched last week because the track just got bottomless. But it's the first race, so I think we'll run. She wouldn't want it too wet, but the mile suits. She's come up super. I think she's a definite top 3 chance as long as she handles the track.
And then at Rickerton on Saturday, race 6 is Divine Setter.
Yeah, it's a heavy 10 down there too. So we'll just see what happens. I think she's got an outside barrier draw, so she'd go back and would run home with her. But if it stays very wet, she may not run, and we may just hold her back and go straight to Ashburton with her. So it's one for her to keep an eye on. Unlikely starter, I'd say.
And race 8 deal's done.
He will like the heavy track. 2,000 metres. He tends to roll forward in his races. He really likes moisture around. His last run was very good. I think he's over the odds and a nice top 3 chance. He ran 5th on a good track last start. And on a wet track, he comes into his own.
Then race 10, Miss Ella.
Again, 50-50 whether she runs. Maybe unlikely, actually. If it's a heavy track, she's first up. We don't really want to flatten her. It is down the chute, which helps, but it is the last race. So I think probably, all things being equal, we may scratch and wait for her and go to Timaru next week. If she was to run, she's won a trial going in, but the 1200 metres is a touch short and expected to need the run, but likely to be scratched.
And at Eagle Farm race 1 is Carlos.
Stepping up to 2200 metres, really suits him. He's had 3 runs to get fit. His last run was quite nice. He'll get back in the field and he'll be finishing off well. I'm expecting to see a significant improvement from him. On his last 3 starts, which have been over shorter grounds. He's been looking for this distance, and he's worked well this week.
In race 8 is Quality Time and Chablis.
So Quality Time is fresh up, and he's got a poor draw. He probably needs the run, I think, on form. I think if he was on his best form and fit, I think he would just about have this field at his mercy. But he will need the run, so he'll get back. I do expect to see him running on, but I think you'll see him second up. I think you'll see him ready to strike. I think he might just need this run. Chablis, very good winner last start, has drawn wide, will have to go back, but he's in great form. He's worked really well this week. I think he's a definite top 3 chance and he can win.
Then at Randwick race 9 is Alabama.
Yeah, so talking again, so he went so well last week. We're backing him up in the Group 1 Metropolitan, which will be Very exciting. He's got a midfield draw. He's about fifth favourite. There's a hot $1.65 favourite that I've all got to beat. But that horse hasn't actually won at this distance before. So he's rock hard fit. He'll love the distance. He's got no weight on his back. I think he'll run really well. The only question mark is whether or not he'll be a bit... This is his third week in a row he's run. And just whether that has flattened him or not, that's the only question mark. But he's not racing like it will. So really excited to see him run in the Group 1.
And then at Gold Coast in the maiden 2,000 metres, we have Sirsino.
Yeah, he just got caught behind horses pulling last start on a slower tempo. So hopefully he can. There'll be a good tempo on, so he doesn't pull, and it looks a really good chance for him to break his maiden. The 2,000 metres should really suit him. He is racing well. I think it's a good opportunity for him to break through. Question mark is whether he hands the poly track or not. If he does, I think it's a big chance.
Newcastle and the maiden 1,300 metres.
1,500.
Sorry, Sting in the tail.
Yeah, so she had a fresh up run over her very first debut run in the city over a distance that was too short for her. But she got a really good report afterwards from the jockey saying she was just starting to hit into gears. So going to 1,500 metres really suits. We don't have a draw for her yet. We're just waiting on that. So she'll, whatever her draw is, she'll settle according to that draw. And I think you'll see her finish off the race strongly. She's certainly improved with the first up run. I'm really looking forward to seeing her go around. I think she can definitely be a top 3 chance.
And then on Sunday at Sunshine Coast in the maiden mile, we have Iberian Ruler.
He was excellent first up over the mile. He got back to last, ran home really strongly for third. He's a stayer, and we're going a mile, which would probably prefer to be going further with him, but this mile sets him up well for a 2,200 metre race in a couple of weeks' time. His barrier draw will determine where he sits in the field, but he will be doing his best work late. He'll be hitting the line hard. If the tempo's on, he can win. If the tempo isn't on, he'll still be finishing hard, and he's a definite top 3 chance. But he'll be ready to put his hoof in the till when he steps up on ground in his next start.
Now, time for bit of the week. And this bit of the week is at Hastings, race 7, Mustang Valley.
Yeah, so we're going for the big Group 1, the Arrowfield. She was very, very good on a weak track last start. She heads to the Arrowfield, and it's going to be a heavy 10. I know Sharp and Smart's in there. I know Legado's in there. But she is a Group 1 proven horse who loves a weak track. I think that she's $2.80 now. I actually think that's good money. Wouldn't be surprised if a couple of horses came out, and she'll love track conditions. So she's our bet of the week.
That includes TubeTalk.
Thank you very much, Doug, and we shall see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Flight and further back Sea Shepherd, homeward bound Miss Ella found a kick led by 2, Divine Sava, then Trey Bonner, wider out Henry Hubber, but it's Go Racing 1 and 2 here in front. Miss Ella going great guns, but now Divine Sava studied to let rip late, and Divine Sava moved up, took the lead. Go Racing Quinella at Divine Sava to beat Miss Ella.